Guys, uh-uh. I don't remember how to see how many people are here. Two. Well, I mean, we gotta wait for people to come in, obviously. And they probably didn't know if I was going to show up tonight since I didn't last night. Well, it usually tells me on this end, but I don't see anything. Oh, you had to mute that. All right. Maybe that is too much. I don't know. I'm going to scoot that back. That's better. Okay. Maybe I should have done this from the computer. My screen's like flashing and going crazy. People are showing up. All right. Well, I don't want to get into everything until at least there's quite a few people or whoever is planning on showing up. I'm trying to find my logo to put on the live. So now there's 10. Can you see my picture or is it off where I'm doing this? I figured. Guys, I'm here. Just give me one moment. I'm trying to get everything set up real quick. We've been having a lot of storms. Last night the electric kept going on and off, and I just knew that it wasn't a good idea to try and go live like that. Plus, I've been sleuthing for a photo that I saw. All right, let's see if that works. Because now I paid, thanks to Luann, I paid for my StreamYard subscription, and I'm just seeing if it's going to let me do everything. So now, okay, now up in the corner that changed that. If only I can remember how to like put up things like videos and photos. I think I just accidentally clicked some music. Bear with me, I'm so sorry. It's been some time. It's really not like riding a bike either. Let's see. I think this is how I used to show photos, screenshots and whatnot. I know that there's something I just want to touch on real quick. And that is a comment that was on a certain someone's Instagram. It was a photo of him and that one guy. So it should be, there it is. Okay. All right, it's uploading. This is obviously not what today's stream is about, but I'm just curious if anything else was said about this or done. What? Oh, I don't know. All right, so do you guys see that? The Placer County Sheriff says, check your DMs, Ryan. And I was told that they wanted to speak with him, possibly regarding his coverage and his inserting himself into the Kiely Rodni case. I didn't know how many of you maybe were aware of that. I don't know if anyone has noticed it at this point, but I'm wondering what Ryan hasn't maybe gotten himself in this too far. You know, you don't just say that someone's pain, someone that's, you know, a real living person. You don't say that they're not real. Yeah, you can't Alex Jones everything. I mean, look, if you could, Alex Jones wouldn't have just been sued for millions and millions and millions of dollars. You got to put yourself in certain situations. Yes, I do like to talk about things, you know, like what if this happened, what if that happened, um, but you know, trying to forcefully make people give you footage or pictures or videos of things is not the way to do it, in my opinion. And I may get a lot of hate from that. I don't know. It's weird, Eric. I'm not getting any. Is there any comments or anything? I'm not seeing anyone's comments. I may need to go out and come back in. I don't know what that'll do to my live. Before, though, I could see everyone's comments, and now it's not uploading. There's no one. I'm going to take this real quick and copy it into the comments. So if anyone would like to come up and chat, they can if you have any opinions on this. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go out and come back in since I am not seeing anyone's comments. Strange. I wonder how I can do it without losing the live. Oh my God, I need help. All right, so I'm going to go out and back in. All right, now I see a bunch of comments. Shit, you guys are probably pissed at me. All right. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Jesus, long time no see. Shy Wolf says, you've got this. Scott says, hey, friend from East Tennessee. What's up? I think he posted a screenshot of his reply. Oh, did he post them, friend? I have not. I've not been online today. I like to take myself out of the world of the internet in any cases that I'm in for a little bit, just so I can really regain my thoughts and kind of go back. Because sometimes if we really dive too deep and it keeps you up, you say things or do things that are just not nice, like we've seen. I'm good. How have you been, girl? I've been absolutely fabulous. But so let's see here. I want to do things different than normal. Layout. So it'll be like that. Done. All right. Let me find a video real quick for you guys. Oh my God. I don't remember how to do this. Definitely should have done it on the computer. We may switch in a second, Dad. Camera. Okay. That ain't it. Layout. Crop solo layout to show the background image. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. You guys are going to yell at me in a minute. Yeah, it was on his community tab. Just came in playing catch up. Hippie Sissy, I'm just getting started, darling, because I'm trying to remember how to use StreamYard properly. It's weird how they've got this on here, like the banners and stuff. It's just so crazy. Let's see. Example banners? No, thank you. All right. I'm just going to put my... I seen where someone had said they wanted to, well, that is not what I meant to do. Shit. Bear with me, you guys. Did it work? I didn't do for it to scroll, but whatever. Now, Brand. How do I add videos? Let me make sure you haven't said anything. No, the last comment I have is just came in playing catch up. Is there anything on your end? All right. People probably pissed I didn't show up last night. I can't help it though. Weather. Add overlay. You can't add videos to that, which is what I really wanted to do. I need to just screen share. If I could even do that. I need help. Oh my God. Broadcast information settings, layout. All right, let's do this. Does anyone in here know how to screen share from mobile StreamYard? Can you even? After all this mess passes, we will still never know who Ronnie's cousins are. I know, right? Like, do they really exist, or is it just Ronnie himself? Has law enforcement spoke with him? I don't know. But what I wanted to talk about is the interview that I seen where Doug was speaking with Law and Crime. And his statement was this basically. There are a lot of questions about this case, about what we found that need answered. And to me, that's like, hello, it's like saying, there's a lot of weird stuff that we saw that needs discussed and needs to be answered. So that leads me to, if it was just an accident, what questions would be had? Why would he say that if it was just an accident? Does anyone feel me on that? My other thing is this. This is going to sound really weird, but for the last few days, I kept talking about how I needed to get on StreamYard because I wanted to share some photos and videos with you guys. Well, me and Eric were sitting, and I watch YouTube on my television, so that's a big mistake, and I'm starting to think I should not do that because in someone's video, if you're out there, I need help because I saw a photo of Kylie wearing the Odd Future hoodie, the green Dickies pants, but she was not wearing Converse. She was wearing like a pair of Jordans. It's kind of creepy because it was kind of similar to the shoes that Ronnie wears. And she had her legs crossed. She was sitting on a wooden bench, and it was nighttime. If I remember correctly, there may have been drinks, like cups, in the photo as well. Hey, Luann, how are you, baby? But has anyone else saw that video that photo is in? And can you please, if you do find it, if you find that, can you screenshot that photo and send it to me? And then also remind me of whose video it was in because they need props. I'm not saying that it was that party that night, but I find it to be extremely weird that she was wearing the exact outfit that the cops are saying she should have been wearing that night. And I did see a photo. I mean, I'm not lying. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. And it has drove me nuts. I have looked and looked and looked, and I just can't find it because, well, two, we have one account, like one television. We're not signed into anything. So you really can't go back and look at your history. Then on my bedroom television, it's signed in, and I could not find it. It's signed into my YouTube channel. And then my phone is also signed into my YouTube channel, but I haven't checked the computer, did I? Maybe I should check my computer history. It may be in there. Has she faked her own death? Says Scott Davis. Well, AWP, Adventures with Purpose, they are not liars. They help families, and they're really like good people. I mean, actually good people. They don't. Basically, everything they do is not for themselves. So when I say that, I mean that. They sacrifice time with their families to go out and help others. And I mean, they were the first to do it, so you can't dog them. So I don't feel that she could have pretended to die when they stated that her body was inside of the vehicle. Hey, Liza, how are you? If you find it, show us. Absolutely, Mar. That was my full intentions. But me and Eric both saw this. That's so I know I'm not going crazy, and I didn't dream about it. And that was what I kept talking about, and I just cannot stand that I've not seen it. Yeah, hippie sissy. I'm really not joking. Like, I mean, it may sound crazy. I had somebody say, "What photo at the party? The party never happened." And the narrative like that is being spread. It is shocking to me how many people are willing to pretend that Ryan didn't say something wrong and go along with him and pretend like it's okay to say this. He says that where's the proof that she ever existed? Well, we have photos of her with Mags. We have photos of her with Kate Kuno, a lot of photos with Kate. And then Jagger also has videos and pictures. So there's your proof she was a real person. Her mom, I've seen videos of her singing and dancing from when she was young. I just don't know how to share this stuff with you on mobile, which sucks. I think that Zav Girl had that. Oh, Possum Friend, because Zav Girl was one of the people I was thinking it was either her. Because I don't watch very many crime YouTubers anymore because of my past with like some really shitty people on, in the community. But I do still watch quite a few. Zav Girl being one of those. I like that true crime science guy. So I was wondering, it was in between those. And then also the gossip, what is it? Crime gossiper. I remember her from back in the day. She was in some lives with me and stuff. Possum Friend says same. He said a lot wrong, in my opinion, before this incident. Hippie sissy, I do feel that, for example, Zanny Mae, she stated when what's his name, Tony Dodge, when he got up, he was like, "You'll have to take over for a moment, Zanny." And she was like, "Sure, yes, absolutely." And during that time, she shares her YouTube channel and shouts it out. And I guess he heard her because when he came back, he was like, oh, yeah, if you go to channel, you could talk about it. But before she shouted out her own channel, she was discussing, I think this is when she said it, but she definitely said it on his live. She stated that while she was out searching for Kiely at Prosser, that she fell down some, like a steep embankment of rocks. That was why the bump, bump lip lady, how everybody called her that, herpy lip. Well, her lip was actually busted, she claims. She said that her lip became busted from falling at Prosser searching for Kiely, and that there's like this weird bruise on her arm, and it kind of looks like somebody grabbed her, like she was involved in like a fight or something. And I was wondering, do you guys remember when the whole fight scenario was brought about and Sammy just brushed it off as if they like have boxing matches, kind of like YouTube boxing, probably inspired by that at a lot of their parties, which there was parties back in my day where they done things like that, but we were pretty cool kids, and didn't do wrong things or tried not to do anything anybody could get hurt doing. Um, Kiely is real, but there is something off. Yes, I think that there is foul play and a possible cover up going on, in my opinion. Oh my God, that's even more fishy, says Mar R. Yeah, it is. So if you have not watched the live footage from like literally over a week that Zany May kept going on to Tony Dodge's podcast, then you definitely need to catch that footage because she says a lot of weird shit in there that I hadn't really caught on to until watching it. And I'm still not done filtering through the days that she went onto his lives because just like you guys, I have a husband, I have a daughter, I have cheerleading, I have work, I have so much going on, but I chose to involve myself in this case just as all the other crime coverage YouTubers or and just like Ryan, you have to ask yourself, and I mean, it's hard for me to do this because I was quite a supporter of him. I watched all of his YouTube videos, listened to his music, but I've come to find that if you take up for, he don't want nobody taking up for him because he's not willing to take up for you, and he doesn't appreciate it at all. I promise you that. I've seen some of his new Instagram stuff that he put out today, and so, yeah, don't put yourself out there and support what he said when he is not ever going to support you or notice you or give you credibility for taking up for him. He's not. So if you're doing it for that reason, I wouldn't because he's not going to have your back. He's famous, you guys. He is a musician. And it's okay to like different things. I like many things. Like, for example, the Contender series is on tonight, and I'm watching that too. So let me finish this thought real quick. So, I understand like getting into true crime and wanting to help and lend your name. Okay. But are you lending your name for the reason you're telling us that you're lending it for? Or is it actually because you know that it's going to bring you attention? And I hate to say that, but there's plenty of attention whores in this world. And then you ended up taking it way too far. I don't know how many of you know, but last night there was a live done by Crime Lines and Lies. And I was in the comments asking questions that he did not like. He actually answered one of those where he stated that she was fake and was like yelling at me. And then I was asking him about where Placer was trying to get a hold of him, just asking, did they ever get a hold of you? Did you speak with them? And the comments were not positive. I think people are like upset that Cinema Shogun was right. That apparently Ryan does feel that his fan base is stupid. And that's really that's just despicable. Let's see, what? I'm not even his fan. Never heard of him, says Mar R. Yeah. And I wanted to read Hippie Sissy's comment here. It says, we partied hard. That's why I can't understand why people like 16 question mark and drinking. Where did alcohol come from? We had a store that sold us underage, older friends, some parents. Even I lived by myself at 15. I moved out on my own. What age was I? I was 15 years old when we moved on our own. I had my own home when I was a senior in 2009. So I get that. But I never, ever, ever partied with anyone that was underage. A lot of times I was the underage person, actually, in the circle, but not at the parties. But yeah, who bought the alcohol? Who exposed Kiely to the alcohol? Did someone, Ronnie's cousins or Ronnie himself possibly, have the cocaine at the party and expose her to that? My biggest one, I mean, like, I have theories, but I have so many of them because so much stuff has been talked about and shown, and it makes you just wonder, what the hell is this? I get the confusion, but people are causing distractions on purpose. And Ryan Upchurch has caused many of those distractions. For what purpose? Why? I mean, I get if you wanted to help, but here's the other thing. Has not donated any money to AWP apparently, and he has not brought them the car. I believe that Ryan thought that some kid would snitch. He thought that one of the kids at the party knew something and was going to come forward to him and give him all this information, and then he was going to go find Kiely and be the big hero. So of course, I mean, what, that car isn't going to be no skin off his ass when he's the big hero that solved this case for all of us. Do you understand what I'm saying? And now AWP are the ones that actually got on the ground instead of just talking shit on YouTube. They went out and they found Kiely for her family, for all of us, and for Kiely herself. But he don't want to give them the car. I mean, he said he would, but why else, bring up, oh, it's fake. They're all lying. Everyone involved is lying. And, I talked about that on my live the night before last. And I was like, if you're saying this isn't real, then you are calling AWP a bunch of lying pieces of shit, basically. And he was disputing in the live I watched yesterday while I went to pick up Eric. It's called Crime Lines and Lies. And he was like, I'm not calling AWP liars. I'm not calling AWP liars. Well, yeah, he kept saying, but there's no proof, but there's no proof. So listen, you cannot bully people into putting things out before it's okay to put them out. You just cannot. I can't help who gets mad at me for saying that. I get that he wants to see it and he wants to know that it's real, but it is real. We have seen enough to know that she existed and was missing. Sometimes it takes time to get what we want. Like as far as the photos and videos that were at the party, I believe that law enforcement have those, and they have probably talked to the people that had those photos and told them not to share them with people like us so that this didn't keep growing. I'm sure they never imagined that it would be talked about that it might be fake and stuff, because people know not to do that. That's just like something that's morally wrong. All right, Data Funk. I'm sick about this little girl losing her life. There are just so many red flags that are present in this case. It's just odd. The car was bought only a month ago. Yep. This young girl with new car. Okay. Let's see. Is this you too, Data Funk? No. Shit. Your other part of your comment hasn't come up yet, Data. Sorry. See, Liza says, Ich, Xana, Ronnie, the same thing. The Xanax plus FBI, one side. Kylie's death is another issue. The link between all these people is the problem. Plus, 4 police agencies that look clueless or I understand, guys. It's crazy that there are so many questions that it seems to be like so much of a cover up. But that goes back to, was the sheriff's son at the party? Could that be why parents knew to tell their children do not talk? Could that be why the car? Okay, in a time 2022. Okay, this car, the last ping from her phone was literally off of the sandbar there before her car went in, like direct line. Tay, can you? I took a screenshot of that. I want to show. Go to True Crime Rocket Science. Like pull up another tab. Go to True Crime Rocket Science channel, and literally his photo cover for that video is the photo that shows where the ping was and then where the car was. I want to show that to them. I might not be able to share my screen on the phone, but I could definitely share the photo with you. So in 2022, her car was 55 feet from that last pink into the water. It was only 14 feet deep. It was upside down. Okay, so, but when AWP found her and we had that media footage, like where the drone was hovering, waiting on the car to be pulled out, you could see the car. Titanic was how many ever miles underwater and was found back before we had any type of really good technology. How in the hell is it possible that her car was there the whole time while they were searching and never found? Huh? No, no, no. I mean the photo, like the thumbnail for the video. He posted a video that was the thumbnail. Uh, da, 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 da. People are deleting videos left and right, but it's on here. You'll have to find it. Type in Kiely Rodni. Let's see. You'll have to search his channel for that. But it's there, I promise. But yeah, how was it not found? It had to have been put in there later, or there's some sort of possible cover up going on. Again, let me remind you all, I do speculate on this channel. We do discuss different scenarios that could be possible until we have more more information from law enforcement, until we have her talks report, until we have what was on the black box in the car. These things, I mean, this is all we can really do is just speculate. And um this poor little girl, she was a living person that has a family that loves her, friends that love her, and we've got to try to be more respectful as a community. I understand throwing around ideas and stuff. I understand talking about possible conspiracies, but there's no excuse for saying that someone doesn't exist. It's like, are you doing this for attention? I don't know. But it hurts me to know that I supported somebody that would say something so filthy. Maybe he doesn't understand. And then again, I said, well, maybe he's only saying that hoping that we'll show him proof. But I don't feel that that's the case. Okay, so it says, and now they are saying the AWP did not notify parents of the dad and the grandpa were in the video footage I have seen. So he did notify them. That was Sammy. She was saying, no, this can't be real. That nobody told me, but nobody had told her. That was all. Let's see, law enforcement, that her mother found out from a stranger in a restaurant. What the fuck? Does it? So maybe they didn't contact the mother. Maybe they contacted the father, because the father was in the video footage that I saw from them. Hey, Molly. Let's see. Hey, Molly, feels like I ain't seen you in forever. Hey, Molly. Let's see. Yeah, that's too far. Sorry, I just got here. Purple was saying maybe he said it because he said he would give his Hellcat to AWP. Maybe he's saying she don't exist. That's what I was just talking about. The fact that I think Ron put that car out there, I think that he said what he said. Like, whoever gives me information that leads to finding Kiely, I will give you my Hellcat. Well, that didn't happen. He thought that some kid was going to give him this information. He was going to go out and find her somehow and be the hero right before his music drop. Well, today he put out on Instagram blaming Nicole Arbor, the person that sued him before, saying the dead bodies were in the yard, and is now suing him for some sort of assault. He was blaming all of this on her, that now he has to push his music back. I'm wondering what he's not in trouble with law enforcement for, making absolutely terrible claims that Kiely was never real and that this is all a hoax. And he's getting a lot of backlash, a lot more than I think he thought he would. I've got a few other screenshots of that to show, but I don't want to talk about Ryan Upchurch. I don't need it. Before I supported him and stuff, and I like to see him getting involved and helping the community. I like to hear his thoughts, because I do think that Ronnie was suspicious. His story he gave to Iqmel. I do believe that Zanny Mae herself could be involved. I mean, just the bruises on the arm, the busted lip. So weird, you guys. See, why do you feel so entitled to information? It's bizarre, says Betsy B. Because just like you, I have a right to think and talk, and people watch me, Betsy. If you do not want to, you do not have to. Okay? So, bye. And if you're wondering, it's okay for you to have opinions and things. It's just that I used to cover things here on YouTube, and I know who the people are that are like really full of shit. And I will block those people if they come into my comments being rude, disrespectful, or asking the wrong questions. I'm not entitled to anything. I just like getting involved. I'm interested in crime. I wonder why people do the things that they do. Let's see. There's some weird stuff, yes, but he took it too far, in my opinion. Absolutely, I do feel that way. People don't realize how the truth is stranger than fiction. The truth, yes, it is. I saw a community post on a channel today of Zanny Mae, whatever her name is, in a pic with some kind of elite, in my opinion, doing a Masonic handshake allegedly. Wow, that's weird. There is so many oddities in this case that I just can't wrap my mind around them. To be honest with you, I really cannot. Oh my goodness. Let's see. All you got to do is apply for an autopsy through Nevada County. I got one for a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, both missing, found dead in my city. Came in mail about 4 to 6 weeks ago. Right. So we can actually request the autopsy results still at this point. See Michelle Crowley. Hey, girl, what is up? How are you? Thank you so much. I'm so glad to see you here. I've missed you terribly. Mwah. See, Shauna Lee. Hi, Brittany. Welcome back, girl. Good to see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's been a little rusty. I'm trying to get back into things. I still can't figure out how to share my screen on my phone. Do any of you know if that's even possible to screen share on StreamYard through your phone, or where it's through Safari, will it not work? I mean, I know I could show you photos by using the overlay option. But I do have some weird things, and I know that I saw that photo, and it may very well have been Zav Girl that had it. Let's see. No, that's the wrong thing. Crap. I thought that was the AWP post. I may have all of that on my computer. Of course I would. Comments to Ryan. I don't want to talk about that on this. It's not what this live is supposed to be about. I have photos like on here that I took. Let's see. I think these are the photos that are fake from the party. We've got this. Let's see. Okay, what is this one? Oh no, wrong thing. Also, oh, this is the live I was talking about that Ryan was in yesterday. And I was in the comments. I can't see what I said. Said I actually agreed with you on some stuff, but oh my God, Ryan, seriously, Sammy and Zanny Mae are friends, which that's allegedly. I don't know that for sure, but it seems to me that it's very highly possible. Plus, Zanny talked about her lip getting busted and arm bruised when she supposedly I don't know what I wrote exactly, but yeah, let's see. What did I say in this other one? It's not there. Crap. All right. So clearly I needed to use my computer for this live. Brittany, how is your beautiful baby girl? She's absolutely wonderful. She had her first cheer practice yesterday. And loved it. She's growing like a beanstalk. Her birthday actually is coming up pretty soon, October the 6th. Oh, love you, Michelle. I've seen a lot of people say you were right about a lot of things you said when you had your other channel. Listen, if you want to know who I am straightforward. I'm very friendly. I love people. And because I love people so much, a lot of times really shitty people come into my life and only stay for a period of time until I figure out how shitty they are because they've tried to use me in some way or another. I do not approve at all of putting yourself out there as someone you're not. I don't approve of fake coverage. I don't believe in hurting people for no reason. None of that shit. And I'm one to call it out. Like I stated before, I do follow the whole thing with Zanny Mae. I think that truly she could have something to do with this. Ronnie's story was very suspicious to me, but saying this is a hoax is too far. I'm sorry. And I feel this way. Ryan getting mad at people like me and others because we've just tried to be good people that care about him, that says a lot. He don't want no one to tell him no. He don't want no one to tell him when too far is too far. And in my opinion, that's why his career is in jeopardy right this very minute, because he don't have no one around him that will say, "Hey, honey, this is not good. You shouldn't be doing this." He needs to get rid of the yes men and stop being someone that only wants yes men around him and do the right thing. Logan Paul is your biggest example. And if you spoke to him, he would tell you that at the time he had so many fans, people he had helped build from the bottom up, done good things for, and they wouldn't tell him no. He obviously went into Japan and went into the forest and recorded a dead body. And there was this guy named Andy there with him. There were so many other YouTubers that he had found and create and built up, and they none would tell him when something was wrong. You cannot surround yourself in people that won't tell you right from wrong. I don't think the church cares about a car. I do understand why he said that Kylie didn't exist. Nobody believed Trump when he was talking about Biden Jr. We have an FBI cover up. Liza, I don't agree at all with saying this is fake. I do know that our government is shady as shit and they do stuff that is weird, but why would they be doing that? He says, listen, guys, listen to me. Please listen. He said that it was all for GoFundMe money. That is insanity. That is insane. I'm sorry. It was just too far. I love all of you. I respect your opinions. I understand why this is such a confusing case because we have so few things to go on, really, at this point. But you cannot get upset and you just can't do that. I like him and just found out who he is, but whatever, right, Marar? It just, I loved him, but I don't appreciate the way he's handling this situation, getting mad and yelling and just, I'm worried. I really am because if you look back at his past, I never saw any signs of anything like that. Until now, when I look back after he said this, and I wonder if maybe it was all like it was just me being a fangirl. It's possible. What? I was told that he involved himself in not just the Summer Wells case, but also the Gabby Petito case. And then each time he has done this, he's released music. But this time he's stating that he can't release his music, and he's blaming that on Nicole Arbor, who is suing him for some. What? No. She is suing him. She's taking him to court. She's already took him to court once and lost. Hold on, someone just sent me a photo. There with AWP. Let me find that. Just give me just a moment. Because I guess SF, hold on. I guess SF and Sorry, you guys. Sorry. I'm back. So, I guess that is possible. Thank you, Data Funk, so much. See, I don't think that church cares about a car. I already read that. I just seen now he's saying something different. Data, who Ryan? All right, you guys, look at this. Thank you for sending this to me, by the way. So, photo library. Guys, this was sent to me. So SF Investigate says I was with the grandfather and father. They were not there. Do you believe that? This is crazy because this is supposed to be the father in AWP's footage. This is supposedly the father being there witnessing the daughter. Right here. And I thought we had seen his face. And I do still think maybe I saw his face somewhere. Throughout pictures they released afterwards. Maybe people found them off of like Facebook or something and then made a video and included them. I'm not sure. But that is suspicious as can be, man. That is weird. So see what I'm saying when I say I understand why people are getting confused. There's just a lot of like unanswered things and then just a lot of misinformation going around. Yes. Oh, hold on. I've got to change this layout somehow. This is driving me insane. I wanted it like this. And it won't do it, of course. Ugh. Did that change it, maybe? Can you guys see me on the screen with the footage? I hope so. Until I see a good coroner's report and the family okay with the report, I cannot go one way or the other. I'm so old, I learned not to put my hand on the fire for nobody. Hold on just a moment, you guys. This may mess everything up. I'm not sure. Another thing I need to show you guys. And I want all of your opinions. If you'd like to come up and talk with me, I'd be glad to have you on. Just keep in mind, I do try to respect the families of any cases. Just be respectful is all I'm asking. You can have your opinions; they don't have to match mine. Because if everybody had to think the same way, we would never find anything out. That you just never would, because you have to be willing to go there to know that something's different from what everyone else is saying. I get that too. Let's see. Let's see. Someone's suggesting that SF investigates as a fraud. Coffin Daffer. I'm a. Let's see. Suggesting I'm a fraud and wasn't the one put in a horrible position to notify Kylie's father and grandfather, and instead is accusing me. I will tell the actual truth. AWP never notified either parent. Her mother learned from a waitress at a sushi restaurant. Oh my heavens. If that is true, that is sad. I hope that's not true. And I'm not calling nobody a fraud or saying anything. I'm just following these leads and seeing these photos for the first time, actually. No, just, let's see. No, just the text. You are in the back, honey. Okay, yeah, I don't know why, but this mobile StreamYard shit is for the birds. It will not, I can't share my screen with you guys. I can't put myself over here and then have the footage beside me. It's crazy. I know. See, some of the PI stuff is interesting. Are you talking about SF Investigates? Can't see you, Sis Hippie Sissy. I'm sorry. The whole case is so confusing, Skazi. It is confusing. And it's that type of case that can get a lot of people really, like, their feathers ruffled. It's very similar, in my opinion, to the Chris Watts case. This is a case I think that will never stop being talked about. We still have people to this day, you guys, talking about Chris Watts every day. And I find that to be insane. I know that the case is crazy, and I do know that someone that was involved is still walking around with their lives like normal, and it's disgusting. I know some of the people that were involved with the investigation and whatnot, and they are aware of that person. They know what she did, but getting Chris was enough for them. And I just wonder which day it's going to be when we wake up and they have arrested her. I wonder. I've wondered this for years now, and it still has not happened. I just think this case is going to be one of those cases that never gets stopped being talked about. Skyzy, I was really into the Watts case, but got so drained by it. Let's see, by it, I can't study it anymore. I cannot either. I mean, I know a lot about it, but it's just too much. Mar R, I don't think Kiely isn't real, but if you told me she wasn't as a fact, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see, can you screen share on StreamYard Bubble? Apparently not, because I've been trying and I can't find the way to do that. Currently, screen sharing is not natively supported on mobile iOS. Okay, so this is why I can't. Thank you so much to the lovely person that's helped me out tonight. For real, I owe you props. I thank you for sending me some of these photos and stuff so that I could share it with everyone who may not have known. But you can't screen share from the iOS, like from Safari on StreamYard, which really sucks. So tomorrow I will go live from the computer instead. It's just that, I'm getting old, you guys. And like from all this work that I've done, like corrections, law enforcement, you begin to get old quick. And I've had a lot of tragedies. So this lighting is just so much better. And yeah. I guess it would have been a much better choice for the data to go the other way. I don't think Kiely, I read that one. I wasn't really in the Watts case. Yes, he claims that there's a detail they can't speak of right now. Oh my heavens, are you kidding me? So this SF investigates is claiming that there were things that he cannot talk about regarding that. That's crazy. Some of the PI stuff is interesting. No, just the text. Let's see, send another. Laugh out loud. Boy, she's better at hide and seek than Bigfoot. Oh, I know, right? I seen where someone said they had found her, and I thought, oh my god, because if she were to get harmed because of that footage, it would not be good. At one point, I knew where she was, but I never put it out because I was afraid that something would happen, and then I would be responsible for that. So I moved away from finding people. Let's see, where's her phone? That's what I said. Where is her phone? Was it found? If it was not found in that car with her, then there's which I already feel like there's foul play, but if her phone pinged right before the car went in the water, her phone should definitely be in the car should have been in the car in that body of water. So they should have the phone. What was the evidence that was being guarded to the side in that little squared off area with the police tape? Does anyone know anything about that? That's a good question to have too. Just so much confusion and just so many like distractions. Like for example, huh? Tire tracks? Well, it had rained. It had rained, so that's why they said there were no tire tracks, because it had rained a couple times throughout the weeks, when she was being looked for. I know there was more photos and stuff I wanted to share. Like, for instance, let's look at this. Let me remove this comment and my banner. My banner I thought was going to scroll, but I guess I didn't fix it right. So this is the license plate that we all, knew to look for, that we all talked about, because it's 8-your. What does 127 stand for? I wonder. But here you can see the car is upside down. And this is a photo. And I got to snag this photo from True Crime Rocket Science's channel. So I want to give him credit and say thank you. Hi, baby. But what do you guys think? It's just so alarming to me. See, but they were out there very next morning looking. Let's see. Right, they were out there the very next morning looking, so there should have been tire tracks. See, that was my guess too. Tracks, question mark. The only odd thing that I have found regarding the family is that The mother was doing one of her interviews. She kept saying, "I'm sorry, Kiely. I'm sorry, Kiely." I just find that odd. Guys, there's so many weird things going on, and I'm just trying to be respectful of my coverage. But I want to, if no matter where this leads, no matter where this goes, I'm willing to go there as long as it's, there's evidence to send me there. The car was from Washington and purchased by someone a month ago. Right. And that's something I heard. That Jalessa, or how do you say it? Gisela, from the Grizzly True Crime Channel. She was saying some really remarkable things. I felt that had a lot of merit to them, talking about how, we've seen cases where, and actually Plunder as well, I believe. Plunder had said, what if this is something that was caused from where she purchased the car? What if the person she purchased the car from had a tracker on that car and followed her? We still don't know, guys. We still don't know if that's a possibility. Hey, Shahid Turner, how are you? Welcome. See, I listened a voice recording allegedly from that PI, and he didn't said that. He was saying that he was he was with Daniel and Grandpa when AWP found Kylie. Right, that's what this was that I showed you guys. Hold on. And I just wonder if this is true. We're like, and if that is true, this was said to this right here in their footage. This guy on the phone here, that was supposed to be her dad on the scene when Kylie was found. And if that is not true and that was made up, that is fucking insane. That's fucking insane, you guys. I don't know how that could be true. I don't know. I think Grizzly True Crime had that photo you are looking for, but it was cropped really small to only include Kylie. Guys, if you find the photo I'm talking about, I know I'm not fucking crazy and I've seen it. There was a photo of Kylie. I don't know if it was at that party, okay? It was at a party, I'm assuming, from the background of it. But she was wearing that Odd Future hoodie. She had on the green Dickies pants, but she had on like a pair of Jordans. That's what they had looked like to me, kind of like the shoes Ronnie was wearing, and then the other photo. And she was sitting there with her legs crossed on a like a large wooden bench, like a really nice, sturdy, seat area. And so when you think about that, like, where was that at? Was that the after party? Did she go to the after party and then this happened? And then sometime later her car was put in there? I don't know, but it's highly likely, highly possible. It's just so much shit. I cannot get one single theory going because so much shit keeps coming out. Do you agree? Do you feel the same way? The only one I saw with the shirt was at a burger place. Now I saw that photo, hippie sissy. It was really zoomed in and there was a beer on the table. That is not the photo I'm talking about. I'm talking, she was sitting there. There were cups like over here somewhere. But I've also seen that photo, and that's not the one I'm discussing, I promise you. Oh, I'm thinking of a different one. It's day. Now, this is nighttime. It's not. It's dark out. You can tell that most likely there was a flash. And I really didn't think much about it. I just figured I'd be able to find it later. Because, like I said, we were watching it on the television. And I just thought, and a lot of times I'll record my television just because I need to get that. But I just assumed that more people had it or that I'd see it again, and I have not. And it's driving me absolutely insane. So if you find it or see it or know what video that's in or who's live, it could have been in a live even. And I was just watching it later because I like to sleuth through the video footage that all of the creators I know who are upstanding people that aren't likely to put out misinformation. Those are the people I usually watch. And I mean, I know everybody's human, and YouTubers especially. We're just humans that decided one day that we wanted to get involved and do our part and create content for others. Just one moment. Yeah, this hoodie. Oh, please tell me it didn't go off. Okay. And thank you again for sending this to me. I truly do appreciate it. If anyone else would like to send me anything, you can do so by adding me on Instagram or following me on Instagram and messaging me, and I'll accept your message. Okay, so let's look at this. This is a photo of Kylie and Jagger. See, she's real. He's real. Their love was real. And she's wearing that Odd Future hoodie in this photo as well. But I've seen the photo that you guys are talking about, the one at the restaurant where the beer is on the table or the root beer or whatever. But these are not the photos. I just can't believe it. I don't know. It could have been Zab Girl. It could have been True Crime Rocket Science. It could have been the Grizzly True Crime. It could have been that crime gossiper. It could have been, I guess there's many, even could have been Ickadmel, but I don't believe so because I haven't watched him in a few days. But I know it wasn't on Tony Dodge's stuff. I know what was on his. I got a lot of my Sammy footage and ideas from there. And then also when she was on Ickadmel's. See, did you see Cher today talking about the cop Woo and him being with? I don't watch Cher anymore and don't get involved because of what her activity with me in the past. That's not to say anything bad about her or anything, but no, I've not seen that. Sammy said it was searched thoroughly and no tracks, so I don't know. Right. So that's another thing that leads you back to, was it put in there later since there were no tracks? Hippie Sissy, yes, I would be apologizing over and over and over to my daughter as well. See, I think they definitely put the car in after they had searched already. Right? Me too. Me too. Or either it could have been a cover up. I don't know. I don't know. I think they just didn't look before. Yeah, I wonder if they just didn't look hard because Sammy, the friend, the really close friend who really wasn't a close friend, who was only her friend for like a very short period of time, and they were not close even in that period of time. I think it was all just about this party, basically their friendship. And you have to wonder, why the fuck would somebody pretend to be best friends with someone when they're really not? That's really like alarming, right? That's a red flag, a big red flag. We've seen it before when people try to act like they're better, like in better relation to someone. Why do you want us to think that you're good friends and you would never do nothing to her? Because that's what this was. But maybe she was afraid of scrutiny. Maybe she was afraid people would point at her. But I do feel that it's pretty sketchy. I don't even remember where I was going with that at this point. But yeah, see, I think that I think I was talking about the search. The reason I think they wouldn't have took the search of the lake so seriously, maybe didn't try so hard, is because they had so many distractions from day one. People saying, people from the party saying that they thought she'd been trafficked or picked up or kidnapped. And then, I mean, even her mom had thought that because of the things those people were saying. She thought, well, it was possible she could have been, trafficked. And in my opinion, all of those distractions may have caused law enforcement to focus more on other things at the time. I don't know. Or it was put in there later, absolutely. Oh, I'm thinking of a different one. Yep. I think they didn't look before. See, did you see? See, yeah, it was weird how Sammy didn't follow her good friend on social media, but she did follow Jagger. Yeah, guys, yes. And she brought Jagger up in those interviews, and I just felt like this weird, like, jealousy type thing going on. Weird. Uh, Shaid Turner says hello to Miss Hippie Sissy. But guys, what do you think? AWP, what did I learn from what I saw? Okay, like I said, he said, there are a lot of questions that need to be answered. Why, if it was an accident, would there be a lot of questions that need answered? Maybe he's talking about the questions that we all have. I don't know. But he did say that the grandfather and the father was there. Now we have people saying they weren't. I'm just so curious that why, who, why, what, when, where, how, who, right? It's just so much shit. See, did you watch the video Jagger recorded with Kylie's permission? As a woman, I felt that the ex wanted to get closer to her and Kylie didn't welcome the proximity. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, Liza. I did see the video that he put out, since she was found. See, I saw in some comments that mom stated AWP made a show out of her daughter's disappearance or something like that. Are you serious? I wouldn't think that she would be mad or sad that they found her. They do record what they do because it helps bring viewers who bring money, and it gives them the ability to travel and do things for the families without the families having to pay for that service. So in my opinion, I would be thanking them that they found her and that they didn't have to wonder where she was unless they already knew where she was. That would be the only way on fucking earth. Think about it. All of my parents out here, if your child was missing, would you like have anything bad to say about this group of people that came and found your child, and you no longer had to wonder where she was? You no longer, I mean, I don't know. I would imagine it would be weird if people have camera stuff. Yeah, that I've always said that, haven't I? Though I've always said that I felt weird about the way they put the camera in the faces and stuff and ask weird questions. You know, Jared, like I always felt weird about him myself, but I do respect what they do. I think they bring a lot of closure, and maybe she just feels that way right now because she didn't want that to be the result. She wanted Kiely to be alive and well, and maybe that's what this is coming from. I don't know, but there's just so many emotions and weird things going on, and then you got famous people getting involved in shit and getting mad at their followers and stuff for not agreeing with them. You cannot be afraid to listen to other people and take heed when you've done something wrong, or you're just going to end up doing something tragic. Look at the Alex Murdaugh case. Are any of you following that? Because I've just started, and actually I'm going to start covering some of it because I actually feel differently than most people. I think that they were a very prominent rich family, right? And his family's gotten away with a lot of things over time, a lot of things. And I think that the community are bringing down all of that hatred, jealousy, all of that on Alex Murdaugh. I do not think he killed his son and wife. We live in a town just like they lived in, a small town with a good old boy system, and we hate. There's a bunch of hatred for the rich families that have ruled the world since the beginning of Inez. Okay, I mean, that's just how it is. People hate on money and popularity and status. I feel that Alec Murdaugh is being crucified right now for things some other people have done. Do I think that his boys done some bad shit? Yes. Yes, I do. I think that because of who they were, that they done things because they knew they'd get by with it. Um, Now, I have heard that there was something that placed Alex at the location when they died. And if that's the case, then I guess I'm wrong. But I just don't think he killed his family. Do I think that Kylie was raped? Listen, we don't know that. I'm going to remove that. Thank you. Thank you to my beautiful mod. We can't say things like that. Okay. That's disrespectful. So you think that Alex Murdaugh did murder his family? It's possible, guys. It's possible, but I don't know. I think that case is one that has a lot of weird cover-ups and shit like that. Just for example, Sled is the one that had him in court today for the motions that we're trying to go through, and that's weird because Sled doesn't usually investigate murders, and now they are. But before I go, I don't want to do a really long live tonight. I've got to spend some time with my family, and the Contender Series is on. So if you like the UFC, the Contender Series, it's really good and up and coming thing. And like I stated before, we will talk more in depth about Alex Murdaugh. And then tomorrow's live, I may go live a lot earlier tomorrow. Just let me know what time works best for you guys. Let's see, that party has lots of nude girls. That is, I don't know that they weren't. I don't know that girls didn't take their clothes off at that party. But we cannot say things, filthy things about someone who's passed. Okay, that's just disrespectful. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off. The trolls are starting to show up. Oh, I thought that one had been removed. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know how many of you are into the Alex Murdaugh case, but I am. I want to talk about some things I've noticed. You don't have to agree, but maybe you'll see what I saw. Maybe not, but I feel that the county is crucifying him for things that he's gotten away with in the past, like things because he has power and money and so on. Let's see, check your DMs, fam. Which of my DMs? My Instagram? Hold on. Twitter, sorry. Oh, okay. Guys, this is my baby. She just wanted to say hello and good night. She actually didn't. I just wanted her to.
No, actually, I'm going to bed. So
I love you.
Say not.
We love you. Have a good night, baby. I'll see you in just a little bit. I'll tuck you in. Love you. All right, I'm going to go to Twitter and see what you sent. Crap. So, one moment. Doesn't seem to want to play in the background. I'm so happy you're back, Brett, and I hope you keep covering this case. Val, I'm going to keep covering this case for however long it goes on. Any evidence that we find, we'll discuss it here. I did get those DMs, and I will look into it. I'll watch it, and tomorrow when we do our live, I'll be able to share video and stuff. Sadly, I chose to go with the mobile device this time. So yeah, I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful night. Tomorrow, I think I'll bring someone up on panel with me to talk about things. Hopefully someone of some great importance that might know some things, but I will give that, that creator the spotlight for what they have found. I need to watch and see what that is, and filter through it just to make sure. And I wouldn't even care to have them on if they know something that we don't know. But I love you guys. Please have a wonderful night. Remember to be kind, to be thoughtful, and always think before you speak. It's okay, like I said, for us to speculate on things and wonder and discuss, but never be disrespectful or gross, okay? Love you all. Toodles.